What do individual budgets mean to you?
Just knowing how much money I've got to use for different things.
They mean giving parents, families, children, young people and people working with them real power to properly identify needs and then do something about meeting those needs.
They've absolutely transformed our life. Basically, we're on the pilot scheme in Gloucestershire, and it's meant Oliver's life is transformed because he can be included in activities with his younger brother Sam instead of being excluded and having to do things just for disabled children. He can be included, and also it's changed our lives as a family because it means we can do, our horizons have been broadened massively by it.
Well, I feel individualised budgets give the young person the choice of what services they need, and also gives them ability to be more independent in what they want to do.
Can you tell me how you've used your individual budget, or some of the things that people you know might have done with theirs?
I've started a legal secretarial course. I've got a laptop for college. I'm starting the gym, and I've just sent off my provisional licence.
We've got numerous examples of situations where people have been sitting down together next to each other around a table looking at what the real needs are and identifying some really simple ways of addressing them. So, for example, we've had people who have had really huge problems in the family where people basically needed their own space, and that's been solved by building conservatories, getting a couple of garden sheds and doing them up for the teenage children, that sort of thing.
He can now go to activities with Sam. We have one weekend off a month. Somebody comes into the house and looks after Oliver, and we get a night away, which is amazing.
We have a young person who we've been planning individualised budgets with, and where she was not as independent as she wanted to be because of barriers were at home through like parents not wanting to do what she wanted to do. This plan has given her the opportunity to develop her independence, state what she wants to happen to her in her life, and have more control on what is happening to meet her needs and make her more independent.
We're already seeing with the individual budgets work that we've been doing the power to create a real positive partnership with parents and move from an adversarial position into one where we are working in partnership with really creative packages that actually people say are making a difference.
What do you think about this sort of working with individual budgets and young people in the future?
I think it works, but I think there are a lot of improvements that need to be made, such as how long it takes for you to access the budget.
I'd like to see this move from being a pilot where a few brave people think actually this might be the way to go, to just being the way we do things for all of children's services and actually all of services for vulnerable adults as well.
I think it would be brilliant if everybody had the choice of having one and knew what it meant and what difference it could make to their lives, because it just changes everything for the better. It gives you autonomy and empowers the parent into feeling like you've got more control of what happens to your child.
It's got to become the way that we use our resources and the way that we do things. It requires us to unthink lots of things that we have already been doing, and lots of processes and procedures and practices and the way that staff work. That's no small thing, and it's got to stretch into the education world as well as through social care. I don't underestimate the challenges involved, but I think we've seen so many tangible differences for families that we've got to be really determined to make the change and the difference.